Next clip you're about to watch, it's about a lady that met a guy online. So she started staying with the guy. She left where she was staying with her brother. She started staying with this guy. But right now they are looking for this lady. She's actually missing. In fact, you have to watch the video. Let me not just tell you the story. So I'm going to play the video for you to watch. It's a very sad one. It's a very sad one, but man, I want to put it out here so people, especially ladies, will be very, very careful with online dating, okay? Very, very careful with online dating. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. Today's video is about a lady that met a guy online. This is her father. She's from Kenya, and this is her father's compound. This is a picture of the lady in question. She's from Kenya, and that is a picture of the guy she met online and moved in with. That is her father. That is her father and her grandmother, the father's mother. So the father is going to tell us what happened and how she got missing. Because of what happened, our father is very sick. So she has two brothers. They are the ones on the picture. They stay in the US. She normally stay with her brothers in the US, but later moves to stay with her boyfriend.
Was born when I was in France, yeah. So none of my kids has ever been born when I'm here. But I thank God whenever I came, I had a chance to be with them as they were growing up. Now, the gaps in the children made every kid to be independent. They could do things on their own, not by the influence of the brother or
Yes.
yeah, they grew up here, minimum supervision.
Yeah.
My name's Francis Gakwa Kambo, and I'm a second born of a family of 9.
Yeah.
7 boys and 2 girls. And we are left with our dear mother, and
That's mom, right?
yes, that's our mom.
Yeah.
We treasure her everybody. Our kids are all over.
Old is yours?
She's 102 years.
Oh man.
And she walks all over.
Yes.
And she's bothered. She asked me, I have not seen the sheep. How come? I said, I've got a big chunk of land.
Yeah.
They are in the next paddock.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were blessed with 3 children.
Okay.
Kennedy was born when I was in Denmark.
Yeah.
Chris was born when I was in Oxford. Things that she was doing, even now when I remember them, I miss them.
Oh, you miss them?
I miss them.
You miss them?
They could have been, but that was part of her growing up.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Did she always want to go to the States?
No, she just wanted to go visit. But this time, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, because the brother asked her, would you like to come and study here? And they worked out things, only for her to come and tell me one evening, Kambo amesema. Kambo is my firstborn. Kambo amesema, kama ninataka kwenda, atanitafutia college. I said, Wairimu, you can go visit, even take 6 months, but kukaa huko si vizuri. She was like, wacha niende njaribu. I know I belong here.
Yeah.
Nitakuja tu nikiona si mzuri. So I'm like, are you sure? Yes. Then I talked to the younger brother now. The younger brother is rough. So I say, Daddy, he said, Daddy, you are holding her for too long. She will have her own place. Why do you want to hold her?
Let her go.
You will even go to her place and dictate what you want done. My second born doesn't. Ni mkali. Na haogopi. Anakuambia, Daddy, that is the way you take it or leave it. So I said, fine. When I said fine, they had even set a date for the visa. And they said, she's coming on a green card.
Yes.
So they had done it all along.
Walikuwa wamejipanga.
Walikuwa wamejipanga. So hata kukataa ingekuwa haisaidii. Akaniambia, Daddy, I have even got an appointment. I took her to the embassy in the morning. So I asked her, would you like me to wait? I've got a brother who stays in Kitisuru, my elder brother. So she said, Daddy, it's okay, you go to my brother's place. When I need you, I'll call you. So she calls me, she says, Daddy, I've gotten it.
Yeah.
Then that very evening, the brother bought a ticket and it was fixed a date to travel, and she traveled. For 1 week, we were talking as usual through her brother's phone. They got her phone, and we talked on WhatsApp. We kept talking, and she tells me, my Kennedy is the firstborn, Cambo. Yes. His kids are big because the young one was 17 the other month, last month.
Yeah.
The firstborn is 23.
Oh, wow.
So they're out of the house.
Yes.
So she got lonely and went to live with the secondborn.
Yeah.
Because there are kids there, she would socialize. She was there for some time, and then she said, Daddy, I have to move. I cannot be with them indefinitely. I said, you've got to talk to them. I'm many miles away. Especially Cambo, you've got to talk to him. He went and told Cambo she's gotten a place, and she moved. Cambo even took her there. She was there for quite some time. Then I don't know, something happened, and she said, Daddy, I want to go back to Cambo. I said, talk to him. My wife talked to Cambo and said she wants to come back, and she went back.
Yeah.
Now her moving out is what I did not know. But she moved out, she went and lived with that man, Nate. And within no time, she told me, this place is very cold. Daddy, I have got to relocate. So in my mind, I'm thinking she's moving to Texas because the weather is good.
Yeah.
She didn't move to Texas. She went to Wyoming, which is cooler. It's much more cold.
Yeah.
So, when you call her on WhatsApp, she's still using the same number. It will not tell you the location. So she told me, you know what, Dad? We have bought a house. Do you hear that? We have bought a house.
Her and...
So I'm like, you and who? So she says, Daddy, I'll tell you. So she kept saying, she'll tell me. So I called the Campo and said, your sister, where is she? Now Campo tells me, I think she's moved to Arizona. Because Arizona is much better in terms of weather.
Yeah.
Because she was a small lady. She's a small lady. She's very, so cold would affect her. Now, I talked to Monga. Monga does not care. He will tell you anything. I said, have you had a word with your sister?
Monga is the second
born.
Yes.
He says, huyo, Daddy, huyo akitaka anakuja. Ikiwa hataki, wanakutana na watoto. Those were his words, because watoto walikuwa wanapenda yeye sana. The kids loved the auntie. So for some time, I did not communicate to my sons about her, but I kept communicating to her on WhatsApp. Even sometimes I would ask my wife, we talked to her yesterday, do you think we should call her today? And then she would say, wacha tuongee naye kesho. And then tomorrow, instead of me calling, she's the one calling saying, Daddy, it's now 2 days. You've not called. You're not missing your daughter.
Let me take you a bit back.
Yeah.
She tells you about Nate.
Yeah. She didn't tell me about Nate as such.
Yes, she said.
She only told me, Daddy, we have bought a house. Yeah. So I'm like, I remember asking her, you and who?
Yes.
Then she says, Daddy, I'll let you know.
Okay.
That was the much I knew.
That's the much you knew back then?
Yes, back then. So days went by. And then when I look at her, she's a small woman. I say, Wairimu, you've got to change. You've got to put on a bit of weight for the weather, for the winter weather when it comes. He says, Daddy, I'm trying. And I would tell her, wewe Wairimu, enda sasa kwa nyumba, kula, make sure you eat something nutritious.
Yeah.
He says, Daddy, I've taken chicken, I've taken rice, I'm okay. And then I will give the phone to the mother. The mother would talk, you know, they talk things.
Yes.
Your hair, how come it's not plaited, you know, things like that. I
Yeah.
like the top, I like, you know, things like that. And then there came a time when there was no call. I text so much. I want to talk to you. Then later on, she sends a message, which, yeah, my phone fell in water. So the mouthpiece is no good. So what I'll do, I'll buy another phone and then I'll give you a number. Then we'll be able to talk. It happened for 1 week. Same thing. I keep texting. The response comes, and you know, our communication on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Whether it's a text, you'll find Kikuyu words, you'll find Swahili words in.
Yes.
But now text started coming in English. So you call, the phone would be like it's ringing and it's not picked. Even if I call now, it will ring.
Yeah.
But it's not pinging. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And that way I got to talk to my firstborn. I said, your sister, you've got to know where she is. They Googled it and they found he's in Wyoming. And they went to Wyoming, that address, and they realized she was living with him. Then when he was asked, he gave the story that one evening she went out for dinner. She came back. After she came back, she said she's fed up with the Wyoming, and she packed her stuff in 2 polythene bags and got into a black dark SUV and took off.
Oh.
Now, what kills me is, one thing, you cannot take all your belongings in 2 paper bags. There's no question about it. And there's no way you can go out and leave your phone.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, wherever you go. There is no way you're going to live where you've been staying without your Visa cards. There is no way, because you need money. You need to spend something somewhere.
Yes.
How do you leave them in a house and you're going away? That is what I cannot comprehend. Yeah. And he hired a lawyer. He could not even tell Kambo or Munga that the sister walked out. It took Kambo to get to that place for him to say one time she walked out of the house and went in a dark SUV. Fine. You didn't have the courtesy of calling
To find out.
saying your sister has, and she left her phone in that place because the IP address of the phone is that place.
Yeah.
And he messed with her credit cards.
He messed with her credit cards?
Yeah, because he withdrew the cash that was already there. She had a car. I want to believe he influenced her to sell the car so that she would have money in her account. And he withdrew the money. And then, as usual, in America, you've got a credit card whereby you are credit worthy. You can get some credit, some money, and you can spend it. He maxed it and spent it.
He maxed everything on both cards. How much are we talking about?
We're talking of, I think it's $8,600.
Dollars.
Yeah.
So that's almost $1 million.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
This Nate now,
Yeah.
your sons, they've traced him.
Yeah.
According to them, where did Irene meet this Nate?
They met on the net. They call it Craig something. Yeah.
So online.
Online, yeah. Online. Yeah.
Had she ever introduced him to any of the brothers?
The brothers were telling me now after all this came out.
Yes.
The second born is, I told you, he doesn't play. He tells me one time he was introduced to his family. And the introduction is a boyfriend. Now, and they had a barbecue together, and Kennedy was working, so he could not join them. But some weekend, Kennedy invited the whole the second born's family and his.
Yes.
They were doing a barbecue in their place, and Wairimu brought Nate. So this is what now Cambo tells me. So Nate told Cambo he's a boyfriend of Wairimu, and he wants blessing from Kennedy, from the family. You know, Kennedy does not talk, but when he talks, he's very scarce on words. But he said, no, I don't know you. I don't know you.
Because where are you coming
Yeah,
from?
I don't know you. You've got to see us more often, then we get to know you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the second born was rough. The second born told you are not even worth visiting me. Don't tell me anything.
Yes.
I don't want you near my house. And that was that. And
Yeah.
then there was another problem as they were staying. This is what I gathered from Kennedy. As they were staying with the Nate in Idaho, one time Nate is very good in computers. So he called police on her. So I'm like, why? And Wairimu briefed me and said somebody walked in the house. You know, in America they don't lock the houses.
Yes.
Somebody walked in the house and messed with the computer. Or it could be Nate that messed with the computer, was trying to transfer his money to a certain account. So when the police were called, Wairimu called me and said, Daddy, I'm in problems. I said, what is it? Wairimu told me, this man is saying that I took his money, although the money is not removed, but the police are asking me. I said, you've got to be honest with yourself. Tell them what you know. And they went over it, and then she moved to Cambo's place. And then Cambo said, don't ever communicate to that guy who calls police on you.
Yes.
And then it happened, she still went back
To the guy.
to the guy.
Once they established that she was missing,
Yeah.
have they taken any legal actions against Nate? Was he arrested?
The police said, okay, we go to the house. They got some 24 search warrants for the house, and from the court. And they went and activated them, but then they didn't see her.
Yeah.
They went to the house, they searched, they only saw her things. But then, because they didn't have a court order now to carry her things, they were left there. This man, at that very time, he hired a private lawyer. The private lawyer told him not to say anything to the police, not to say anything to the family. And since then, he has been quiet all through.
He doesn't talk?
He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk.
Was he ever jailed? Was he ever taken to prison?
No. When they established that he deleted all her accounts.
That's on record.
That's on record. He did, and the person that deleted her Facebook account, Instagram, all those accounts are his. The IP is that house.
That's on record also.
That's on record. Now, this man totally refused. After maxing on the credit and spending the money, where he spent the money, as he's paying with the credit card, there is a video that shows him. What he bought has also been captured.
Yes.
And as he's walking, he's walking, there are video records showing as he walks out with those things.
Yeah.
And when the police went to his house, they found a shovel, a drum, and what else? And he bought some pants, right? And some boots. They found them and they took them as evidence of his spending the money. Now, when he's asked why he had to do that, he said, I did that so that wherever she is, whenever she wants to spend the money, she would contact me. He even changed the PIN code of the cards.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
What kind of explanation is that though?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
So he was punishing her?
Yeah, but how does somebody in America, present day today, even here, if you don't have, you don't carry cash.
Yeah.
Nobody carries.
Yes.
Now, how would you go? How would you live? Even if you went to a hotel, a motel, or some place to stay,
Yeah.
you need food, which you pay using your card.
Yes.
Which you pay here. We equally pay using our card or M-Pesa, or pay maybe with money.
Yeah.
And some places you cannot pay cash.
Yes.
So it still doesn't add up. The reasoning that whenever she wants to spend money, she will have to consult him as who.
And how long had they dated before this happened?
I think it started in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a year or two.
Not 2 years yet.
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I read he's out on bond.
Yeah.
Right
now. What happened? He was. You remember he had hired a private lawyer.
Yes.
When he was taken to court, one thing, you cannot sue him for disappearance of this lady, because they cannot locate her to talk, and you haven't got a dead body.
Yes.
So that we know. Then we start from there. The argument was you can only sue him for these, they call them what? Minor felonies. He was sued on 5 felonies. One of them is getting to Irene's private life.
Yes.
That is changing her PIN number on the Visa cards and deleting her
social media
accounts from the same IP address. And then spending her money, maxing on her credit. And then there were 5 felonies.
Yeah.
They are misdemeanors. I've lived in America. I know what a misdemeanor is. Now, this guy was sued for them, and then he was given a court date. He went and he denied all the charges, of course, under the influence of the private lawyer. And then he was given a date of trial. America, if you deny charges, you're given a court date, a trial date. He was given a pre-trial date, which was the 1st of September. Then he went there seeking continuation of status quo until I think November 2nd or something for pre-trial conference.
Okay.
So that is what we are waiting.
Yes.
With the reasoning that because he's unable to continue with the public with the private lawyer, he's now been given a public defender by the government.
Okay.
Which is what happens in America.
Yeah.
That much I know.
Yeah.
Now the public defender is never paid until you plead guilty. So he's trying to get him to plead guilty on the felony charges.
Okay.
Once he pleads guilty, then they are likely to pay the defender because he has finished his job.
Yes.
Then they will lock him in for some time. But that doesn't cool me at any time by any chance.
Yeah. Who is representing your family? Do
Now,
you have a lawyer?
Now we are waiting because the police wanted time to see if they can find out more. My sons are talking of getting a private investigator and suing him now for the disappearance of
your daughter.
Yes. Yeah, that is what they want to do. And my son, I think, should be coming here by 20th of this month because my wife's kidney situation is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mom's kidney now. And you, how are you?
I developed some problems with my stomach. I thought it was a simple antacid issue, but it became bigger and bigger. My stomach became a big problem. I eat anything, I would not be comfortable until I went for a scan, and they found out my large intestines had holes, and they had to cut the bit that had the holes. Now I use a stomach bag as my waste disposal. It's not a good thing because you've got to get used to new norms, and the bags are not locally available. They've got to come from outside. It's not easy. And a hot day like today when I'm sweating, it becomes very uncomfortable. but I have to live with it.
So you have this condition.
Yeah.
Mom has kidney.
And you know, with her, she does not know the position she is in. It's me who knows. Because if she goes down, it will be dialysis. Yeah. And that is why I asked my son to come and talk to her. Because they say the figure that whatever they checked, I have it here. It's 20, and if it goes below 20, is a dialysis. We are trying, as of now, we are giving a special diet.
Yeah.
Which she is refusing
To eat.
It's not easy.
Of course, this has greatly affected
because she's
her
asking, why do I have to change my diet? And she has a reason to ask. But if the body is responding that way, we have to go there.
Yeah.
So I want the son to come because wanasikizana sana sana, hata sio na second born, first born. Akimwambia kitu atafanya. Naye second born na first born anaogopa kumwambia because it will irritate her. Sasa iko namna hiyo. But she doesn't. The doctor told me if it goes beyond 20,
that's
dialysis.
it. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your greatest fear in regard to Irene's disappearance? Or what's your greatest hope?
My hope is, at the very worst, they tell me she's not there. And all I would want to know, what happened? How did she die? Over what? Yeah. Because anything in this world we can get, but you can never get your life back. What is this that was so difficult for somebody to talk? Tell us. I know Irine will not pick. Even I told you I was running a gas station, which is mine. Irine would go there, she would command everything and she would leave the money as accounted. The only thing she will not do, she will not take it to the bank, but she will count the money and it will be there. And now what is this that is there that would make anybody think of killing her? Yeah. She has a brother, she's got two brothers who love her. She's got a father that loves her. She's got the parents that love her. She's got a fallback plan of coming back to Kenya. I mean, I may not understand. I want somebody to explain to me the truth. It doesn't matter. She could be dead. But tell me, how did she die?
And why?
And why? I'll be comfortable. And the other option, yeah, I see like she's alive.
Good.
And I have stayed in America, I know. Those states, Wyoming, Idaho, and part of those northern states, they have got Mormon. They are Mormons, whereby you've got a man that is married to 10 wives, 20 wives, and those wives are comfortable, not out of their own wish, but they've been forced to. That's another option. That is why I would like as many people to know, as many sheriffs to know.
Yes.
And if there's anything within their coverage, they come out with it.
Do you think they are treating her case seriously?
They're not. They're not. Because how? It doesn't need rocket science. And even if it's rocket science, NASA is full of Africans. They are the brain people in that NASA place because I've been. I know pilots that left Air Force here. Air Force here, they are there. So you cannot tell me. Somebody walks out without her visa card, without her phone. How is she going to live? There's a possibility they hijacked her and took her somewhere to work as their slave. Yeah. Slavery comes in many ways. Americans they've got slavery all over.
All over.
Yeah.
All over.
And there's no secret about it. Yeah.
So you think they should give this matter more attention?
Yes, yes. This man, you are spending her money. Everything is done in that IP address. Who else is in that place? It's you.
Why touch her money?
Yeah.
Why touch her cards?
I don't care. Let him touch the money, but let him be put in for the disappearance of this guy, this girl.
Is there a report he was obviously the last person to see her alive?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
That's on record?
Yes.
He was the last person
Yes.
to see her alive?
Yes. And the lawyer that he had picked is the one said you cannot sue him for the disappearance of this lady because you don't know what could have happened after she left here. Yeah.
Is there a part of you that regrets letting Irene go to America?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Because when she was here, okay, she would go visit her friends. She had friends from Karoti Girls, and they happened to be neighbors here. The gas station that you saw there. That they are buddies, and she would go there. She would, they would call me and would be happy. But now after she left, one thing there were a lot of things she was doing for me, and now I've got nobody to do them. I've got nobody. The mother has got too much in her hands. Like every family, there are things that are done by her. There are things we have got projects, and some of them they are too much for her. You cannot tell her to run a gas station. Haitapatikana, atasumbuliwa. You cannot. When I was in America, there were tenants who didn't pay their rents, and she didn't have a way of getting into them.
Yeah.
And it takes a helping hand to sort out some things.
Yes.
She cannot, and I cannot push her.
She can't.
I cannot.
Yeah, a lot of people will watch this episode, but above all, other people, because we want to really be positive here. If Irene ever bumps into this episode and she's watching across, so many miles, what would you want to tell her? You can just look at that camera. What would you want to tell her?
There are a couple of things I would wish to tell her. Whatever happened, it's okay. That's an experience in life. And she knows my number of head. That much I know. But I'll repeat it for the sake of it. I've got a number that I've held for a long time, and she knows it off head.
Yeah.
And I will give, if you don't mind, I will give
Go
it.
on, go on.
My number is 0725 91 5581. I'm on throughout. There is not any one time I drop that number. And in case she has lost something, she's drugged and she can't remember, for you to call that number from outside, you need to hit 254 as a Kenyan country code before that number, and you don't need a zero. You only need to do 254 725 91 5581. Just send a text. Daddy, I'm okay. Daddy, I'm somewhere. I'm looking for a way to get to you. I'm looking for a way. She may not know the brother's number because they are many.
Yeah.
But at least write me a text. Write me something on Facebook. Francis Campbell with a H at the end, and I'll be cool. Write anybody that you can remember that will get to me. I'll be comfortable.
And you'll go get her.
Yes. In fact, we had decided, Wairimo, December, you are staying here for Christmas. And she said yes. Even if you don't buy the ticket, I'll buy. Me, I've got air tickets from Kenya Airways, free.
You told her that?
Yes. I've got free tickets from Kenya Airways. And the only thing that stops me from going is this, because as you fly, you compress the air in the aeroplane. And you make sure it is compressed even when it's there. That differential in pressure, this thing will budge out. I don't want. That is the only thing.
Talk to people watching.
Yeah.
Tell them to help you find your daughter. Anyone with a clue, anyone that might know anything.
Yes.
Anyone.
Yes. This is to somebody that maybe you don't know Irene, or you know Irene, and you've got a clue of what would have happened. Please, 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 I beg of you, get in touch with me, or get in touch with Kennedy, Chris, or any family member. And if you would like to know my number, I'll still give it again.
Yes.
0725 915581. And it's never off. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me, because I don't know. At this age, it's not. I'm not getting younger. I've been through a lot, but this is the hardest. This is the hardest.
This is the climax.
This is the hardest. Yeah. Most of this time, I've told my mom, because I cannot hide it from her. Somebody will call her, and then I would rather I tell her. And I told her her namesake is missing, and it's not. She didn't take it easy, but I made sure I'm with her to monitor any slight change in her.
Good. I love that.
Yeah.
And I am a believer.
Yeah.
And I know we'll find closure.
Yes.
No matter how long.
Yes.
And maybe one day you'll also wake up to a text.
Yes.
Or a call that is going to change everything.
Yes.
So my people, we are going to leave Irene's photo here for a while, especially to our fans in diaspora. If you know anything that might have happened to this wonderful lady, the dad's contacts are also right here on the screen, and they'll be left here longer. Please reach out, send a text. At least let's have a starting point. And Dad, you will find closure, no matter how long it takes.
Yes.
Do you have a message for Nathan?
Nathan, I wrote in the TikTok that on Facebook.
Yes.
Because I know he's scanning all over.
Yes.
I told him the truth is the only thing that will set him free. And if I may give you the history of that man, because after things happen, we go looking for history.
Yes, tell us.
He got married. The mother got married to his father, and then they got Nathan, and then they differed. They divorced. Then Nathan's mother got married to another man, and he got a brother and other kids. Now, as they were growing up, Nathan mistreated the younger brother. And the younger brother on Facebook, this we found on Facebook. Now, the younger brother got Nathan out of a lot of troubles. And Nathan kept talking bad about the brother. Now, with the foster father, I don't know what happened, but the foster father killed the mother. Killed the mother. Now, after that, the foster father was locked up for life. He's in for life.
Okay.
Now, there's a lady who came out and was giving out who Nathan is.
Yes.
And he says he's somebody that you don't understand. You don't understand. Because he pulled my daughter out of Idaho, isolate her from the family, and then mistreat her. That's all dominating.
Yes.
Domineering.
Yes.
On everything. And when he got there, then I don't know whether he achieved what he wanted, but maybe that's what he wanted. That's the kind of a person I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have any other previous criminal record?
So far, the investigating officer that is looking at Wairimu's case, they do not talk much. They do not talk much. And I wonder what they are taking to court on these charges if they don't tell us anything. But so far they've said nothing.
So mko tu hapo.
They don't say anything. That's why I'm telling you, he's not receiving
The attention,
the
it
attention that he
deserves.
needs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me, or is there anything you would want to add?
No. It is it is what is causing to my family. Yeah, I don't know. This could be it. This could be it, because my wife has been good. I've been well. I've never been admitted in a hospital, but this time I've had to be admitted in Aga Khan for 4 days. Yeah.
Get better.
Yeah, I'm better, because at least now I'm not in pains. There were days I had even given up. I had said, it's okay, let me forget about it. Yeah.
May you get better, and may mom get better too soon.
We are hopeful. She goes back to hospital on 6th of next month to find out if the figure has gone up, if it has stagnated or gone down. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Not an easy moment for you and your family.
Yes.
But we have to keep spreading the word.
Yes.
And we have to keep asking, where is Irene?
Yes.
And hopefully, in the midst of these questions, an answer will come. Sindio, should we wind up?
Yes, that's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
All right.